game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
18. Uno more.
And Stroud now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Well, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Let's go now. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
When I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust.
Drill, 52, set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Down. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 52 blue. Ready?
Again, it's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
18.
Throwing now is Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dill.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stroud. They'll swing this out to Marks.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
The 7-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Stroud looking to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 6 yards away.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll run with Watson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Love now. That's taken in by Kraft. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Needle blue. White. Ready, go.
Love, they go play action now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Love is sneaking. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. But remember, here in the final 2 minutes of the half, this can only be advanced by the man who lost it. So no touchdown. And this will come back out to the spot of the fumble.
Ready.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set, red, 6. Mega. 52 blue. Smash, red. 10.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Final play of the half. Stroud taking a shot for Dell here. And that's caught inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Plus, we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Blue 32.
Love looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Yellow, 22. Beetle blue. Ready.
Now Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
45, white. Ready?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He hits Dobbs on the closer.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive that put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Our coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
All right.
Stroud to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Houston.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
18. What's that?
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All right. Ready?
Here's Stroud. They'll find Marks out of the backfield.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
All right. 118. What's that?
Stroud will look to throw once more. That's complete to Dell.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right?
Again, it's Stroud.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Woody Marks.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To throw now. Here's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get further out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. To the right side, held in by Dobbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Stroud off the play fake. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Now Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll swing this out to Marks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field are covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Stroud looking to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
And Stroud now to throw.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Touchdown, Texans!
Nico Collins.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me rich.
The Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
52 blue. Set.
Love now. Out to the right here to Wilson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Texans will line up for the...
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the 4th. Instead, we stay tied.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Down. Hut, hut.
They'll start the drive with Wilson.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here comes 2nd down.
Come on, set. Blue, 32. Ready?
Here's Love. Watson making the catch.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Set. Ready.
Now Love.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Red, cycle, 45, white. Set,
Love looking to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A big play looming on third down. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
32-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, red. 60 red. 60 red.
Here's Love.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set, cut.
Love.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Go pink. Yellow, 22. Blue striker. Set cut.
Love looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Well, that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 27.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
18. That's it.
Here's Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That is caught by Dell.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down, Texans.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
At 18. That's it. Why Tony?
Stroud to throw it. He'll find Marks out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Oh, right. 11. At 18.
Stroud.
That'll be complete to Marks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
First down.
Now Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tony.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, ready? 118. Inside.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.